Are you just about to get your braces off, or are you just about to finish with Invisalign? Well, it's Dr. Nate here at Thrive Dental and Orthodontics, and I'm going to guide you through the process of getting your braces or Invisalign removed. First step is when you come into the office and it is your debond appointment or your braces off appointment or your Invisalign attachment off appointment. What we're going to do is we're obviously going to remove the braces or the Invisalign attachments. This is a very, very easy process. I have a video that's going to be linked above, and all we do is we take a high speed and a burr and we gently remove those attachments with no anesthesia needed, no needles, and no discomfort. Once we remove your braces or Invisalign attachments, the next step is to smooth out the tops of the teeth to make it as beautiful as possible. Once again, this is optional. If you do not want us to smooth out your teeth, you do not need to, but most people want to get that nice smooth look on their teeth, and that is painless and does not require anesthesia. All right, attachments are off, braces are off. What is the next step? We're going to take some pictures, and these are the same pictures that we took at the start of braces or Invisalign. Those are those facial pictures, inside the mouth pictures, to give you a great before and after so you can see the results of your orthodontic treatment. Thirdly, after we take off the attachments, we take the pictures, we are going to take some impressions, and I have a link to that video as well, and that is when we take some alginate impression, and those take roughly 30 seconds or so to set. These impressions are going to be poured up, and those pour-ups or those casts are what allow us to make the retainers. Typically, the retainers are made within a day or two because we do not want you to go long without something that is going to retain those teeth in the proper position. So you may be asking, what are the different types of retainers? Well, there's kind of three main types of retainers. There is the clear plastic ones, which I by far like the most because I think those give you the best retention possible. They're the cleanest and they're the easiest to make and the quickest to make. Secondly, there's something called a hollow retainer or the metal type, kind of traditional type retainer. That's the one where you have a metal bar in front of the teeth, and this one is very rarely used, but mainly on little kids and if we had to do any type of expansion. Thirdly, there's something called a permanent retainer, which I've alluded to in other videos as well, and that is one that is permanently glued onto the back side of your teeth, so you don't necessarily have to worry about taking on and off your retainers as much. Okay, so you got your retainers. What do you do now? How often are you going to wear these retainers? So you want to make sure you're wearing your retainers at least 22 hours a day for 3 months. After those 3 months for us, we change to nighttime only. And for me, nighttime is like roughly 12 hours a night. So for the first 3 months, basically full time. And then for the next 2 years, you're gonna wear it every single night. After those next 2 years, then you can transition to, just a few nights a week, but you wanna do this forever, ever. That's a common misconception. People think after a few years, you're done with your retainers. That is definitely not true. Make sure to wear it kind of a few nights a week forever, ever to make sure your teeth stay nice and pretty. Now that you have your retainers, how do you care for your retainers? You want to make sure that you are washing them with warm, soapy water. Not necessarily toothpaste is slightly abrasive and it may lead to these slight marks in the retainers. So just use warm, soapy water, making sure to rinse off that soap when you are done with it. If there's some gunk or some calculus tartar buildup on those retainers, you can use something else called a retainer bright tablet or some version of these. And that is when you put a little tablet in some water and it bubbles up and it gets rid of some of that kind of gunk or buildup on your retainers. There you guys have it. That is all you need to know about getting your braces or Invisalign removed. Remember, this is a super easy process. No needles, no injections, nothing like that. Really, really easy. And this is probably one of the best days of your life getting these things off. Once again, Dr. Nate here at Thrive Dental and Orthodontics. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. As you know, I'm trying my best to answer all your questions as best as I can. And I will see you guys in the next video.